Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. I have a comparison here, and I have these. Some of these pens are on loan. These three here are Conway-Stewart's, and these are pens in my collection. But I have these two that are on loan, and I want to show you because I've got these on loan from a friend, and I want to give these back very soon. So I thought I would do just a very brief comparison here, and just show you what the same material can look like in a different pen. So first up, we have the Conway-Stewart Red Stardust, and this is a really beautiful material, as you can see there. Just look at this cap, the way that you get that chatoyance. Now, this is a resin material, it's not a celluloid material, but it's a material that Conway-Stewart started to make around like I think it was around 2009, 2010 through to 2013. They were making these pens in what they call the Red Stardust material, and you can see that there. Beautiful material. So this is a Conway-Stewart Series 100. Now I also have in my collection, which is the first pen that I got here, was the Conway-Stewart Churchill. And this is a much larger pen, but again in that same beautiful red stardust material. You could just see that the depth and the chatoyance going on there, and also the little bits of sort of gold dust that you can see within the body of that material. It's an absolutely stunning material. So I got this pen first, and then I decided I would get a Series 100 when that became available. And what I want to show you is this one here, and this is again a Conway-Stewart Red Stardust material, but this rod was purchased and made into a Leonardo Officina Italiana, and this is the Memento Zero. So if I compare these two side by side, this is the Series 100 on the top here, and then the Leonardo on the bottom, and you can see that this material is really quite nice. So if I look at that kind of material there and I rotate it, you'll see that this material is the same material, but this is how a material looks in two different pens, two different shape pens. As much as I like the Series 100 from Conway-Stewart Bespoke British Pens, I have to say I do like the Leonardo Memento Zero a little bit more. And then we have the Conway-Stewart Churchill, and this is in the blue Stardust, and you'll see here that this material is again very stunning. There are very sort of darkened areas of this material, but then you get this lovely popping sort of bright areas. And again, you see some sparkle dust that's going on in that body and cap. But it looks just like a nebula or a starfield to me. So this I decided to buy after the Red Stardust in the Churchill. And I decided to buy one of these. And I love it. I do love the pen as well. And then a friend saw these and decided he would buy a rod, and he got it in the blue Stardust, and this is the Leonardo Memento Zero. And again, you can just see there that material is really stunning. Again, you can see sort of darkened areas there, you can see light areas, and a bit of sparkle within that material. So if I bring both of these close up, you will see these materials. So there is darkened areas, but there's also lightened areas, and you can just see how well that looks. So that's a Leonardo there on top, and then we've got the Conway-Stewart Churchill down there at the bottom. So in terms of nibs, like these all have different nibs clearly. So this one here is the Conway-Stewart Series 100. This, in terms of nib, you are looking at a Bock nib. It's a gold nib. I've got a broad nib on here. It's got the UK flag, which is a bespoke British Pens logoed nib. These are all cartridge converter pens. I have the Conway-Stewart Churchill, and again this has a Bock, and these are all number 6 size nibs. This is an 18 karat gold medium nib with the bespoke British Pens flag on there. And the Leonardo, I'll show you here, has a Leonardo steel nib, and that's an extra fine nib on there. But that's a steel nib, not a gold nib. I'm sure if you were to get Leonardo to make a pen out of this material, or any material that you may have bought in terms of rods, you will be able to choose between a steel nib and a gold nib. It's just a friend decided he would just have steel nibs in these. And then the Conway-Stewart Churchill Blue Stardust, we have an 18 karat gold, again another medium nib, and it's a flag bespoke British Pens nib. And then the Leonardo here, we have, this is a different nib. So it did come with a steel nib, but this has a Bock titanium nib on there. So this nib was swapped out, and I don't know the reason why, other than I think the friend that loaned me this pen just loves the way that the titanium nibs write. And I must admit, I really do like the way titanium nibs write. There's a little bit of feedback, there's more flex to it, so they tend to be better than steel nibs. They, in terms of, are titanium nibs better than maybe gold nibs? I think it really depends on what you like. I have some 14 karat gold nibs and I absolutely love them. I have some titanium nibs and I absolutely love them. So it really just depends. If you like a bit of flex, and a titanium nib could be better. But then again, you can get some 14 karat or 18 karat gold nibs that flex really well. But I really wanted to sort of show you these comparisons here. So, like, we've got two materials here. We've got the Conway-Stewart, and this is the red Stardust material. And then we have the Conway-Stewart Blue Stardust material. So it just goes to show what a material can do to different design pens. And I absolutely love the Conway-Stewart Stardust material in the red and the blue. I think I've even may have seen a purple at one point as well. And if there is one, I wouldn't mind getting one. But for me, like, I think, would I have bought the Conway-Stewart ones if I knew that I could get these in a Leonardo? I probably wouldn't, actually. I probably would have bought them in a Leonardo. You can buy these red Stardust and blue Stardust rods. So Vince at Turner's Workshop in the UK does actually sell these rods, and you can buy rods from him. You can buy rods from other rod retailing sites around the world. There's a number in the US. Some of them will buy rods, and they will provide those rods available. So you can actually buy these rods pretty much anywhere. You just have to look and find out a retailer that sells these rods. And then you could have any pen manufacturer, any custom pen manufacturer even, making and turning these into a pen, just like Leonardo have done on these two pens here. So for me, like, these are really great material, and I just wanted to show you a comparison here between two different types of pens using the same red and blue Stardust material. So that's a comparison here of the Conway-Stewart red Stardust and the Conway-Stewart blue Stardust material. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.